Citizen to a citizen, fool. Citizen to a citizen, fool.
Another one.
True to life.
And now, our feature presentation.
Pause, yeah.
All right, citizens. Welcome back to episode 11 of
Pause.
So today it's a lighter one. We're talking about security. We're talking about mental illness, recognizing a threat. That is, basically as a result of either mental illness.
He was teasing me.
Or drug abuse or both, and bring you to a situation where a couple were at their home sleeping. It's about 4:30 in the morning, and somebody broke into their house. But not just somebody. I'll roll the clip in and get back to you.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this.
Good. A naked man going door to door this morning trying to get into homes.
Yeah, news specialist Dan Rascone spoke with neighbors, including one family where this man ended up inside of their home. And Dan, he went in naked and he escaped not naked, right?
Yeah, Mike and Deanie, pretty bizarre story out of Draper here. You know, this naked man seen on that surveillance video going door to door trying to get inside. He gets into one home, spends 30 minutes inside there, and then comes out fully clothed. Neighbors just can't believe the video they're watching.
My Ring doorbell shows him naked coming up to the front door.
In the wee hours of the morning,
And we're looking and we're seeing
a shocking sight.
a person buck naked, so to speak, trying to gain access into our home.
A naked man captured on surveillance video, canvassing this Draper neighborhood, trying to find an open door at 4:30 a.m.
This one wasn't locked.
He finds an open back door to the Collier's home, making his way through the garage and into the home, stopping in the kitchen for snacks.
Twinkies and cupcakes were, and so he had some of that.
He went up the stairs and into this bathroom, just feet away from where Lynn and his wife were sleeping.
There's the master, and this is the bathroom. 15 feet away.
He also went into the basement, grabbing stuff along the way, including Lynn's wallet and car keys. 30 minutes later, he walks out the front door wearing Lynn's shirt, shorts, new shoes, and a baseball cap.
I thought there was two people originally, but then as I looked, he had my shirt on.
He then stole Lynn's car.
How scary is that? You're asleep and somebody's going through your home.
It just makes you sick.
Kind of frightening.
Mike Richards is in central Utah elk hunting. This morning, his phone started alerting him that someone was at his back door. He couldn't believe it when he pulled up the video.
I'm thinking it's probably a good thing that I'm not at home with my gun. Otherwise, there might be an issue.
Draper police later found Lynn's car and arrested the man. They say he is 27 years old and told him he is living on the streets. Police say there were signs of mental illness and illicit drugs.
The fear is anytime anybody's breaking into people's houses, that's a dangerous, aggravating thing. You never know who's on the other side of that door, and you never know who's coming in and what that person's capable of.
Yeah, and that's why neighbors out here are going to be definitely locking up right now. Fortunately, nobody was hurt in this case. Lynn did get his car back, but his credit cards, his cash, still missing right now. That man booked into the Salt Lake County Jail. He faces several charges of lewdness and theft.
So yeah, a naked man, a naked man is prowling the neighborhood, trying to get in. And I get it. Maybe it was drugs. Maybe it was mental illness. Maybe the drugs started to wear off, and he realized that he was, as the news reporter said, buck naked. So he's like, "Oh, I need to get some clothes." So he went into desperation mode. Overachiever, by the way, because he broke into the house. Had some snacks, found some clothes, found a wallet. Got some car keys, drove off, and he was, captured later on. But this was, watching the video, it was pretty funny. But it's not funny because mental illness and drugs.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
It's serious. But apparently, because I watched this video, some other videos started flowing into my feed, and I was reminded of another instance with a naked person. It was a female. I'll roll it.
Passing vehicles. It's a lady. Whoa! This dangerous and bizarre scene unfolding on the Bay Bridge right near the Oakland Toll Plaza.
She ran out.
She ran out?
Yeah, that gun's
holy dude. A number of drivers calling 911 and dispatchers alerting all available units to the threat.
Again, she's completely naked out of the vehicle now. She is shooting at a car now. Again, she's shooting at vehicles now. But she is actively shooting.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Two co-workers were heading across the bridge when they came upon a car parked sideways and blocking multiple traffic lanes. That's when they noticed the naked woman.
I heard the pop. Yeah. Like I saw her walking around, and I was like, oh, that's a gun. That's actually a gun. How do I get out of here? I can't just stay here. We're sitting ducks. You have nothing but a windshield protecting us.
That woman later dropping the gun and then arrested by responding officers.
Yeah, so it's a female that parked her car sideways on a highway. Got out of all of her clothes, and this one was a little bit more serious. This is broad daylight, and she's shooting at cars and things of that nature. Let's go back to the first instance. If you come downstairs to your home, you find an intruder in your home, and they're naked. Can you use deadly force? So, do you feel threatened? I guess that's what it really boils down to. Have you given this person verbal commands? Is this person not listening? Do they seem in their right mind? Well, it doesn't matter if they're in their right mind or not. But if they, it kind of does, but you're not a professional unless you are a doctor or a psychologist, and it's not your duty to go ahead and diagnose that when you have a naked man standing in your living room that shouldn't be there. Can you use deadly force? I'm not going to say that automatically you can. It really depends on the situation. Have you asked this person to leave? Does this person have a weapon on them? In this case, it didn't look like he did. He was naked, didn't have a weapon on him. You're asking him to leave. Can you use some sort of force? Well, it depends on who you are. Me, I'm 6'3", 200 pounds. I would probably engage into a physical altercation to get him out of my house, rather than shooting him, right? There's so much involved in discharging your firearm, whether or not you hit the person. There's a lot involved. They take your gun, they hold it for evidence, and if you have a normal unmodded gun or what have you, not a big deal, especially if you have others. But a lot of my firearms are modded up, and what was paid for at the store is not what it's worth. But I digress. So, you got to take each and every situation at face value and really analyze it. Of course, you have a split second to analyze the situation. And most, if you're not doing the training, that split second goes out the window, right? Along with anything you know about the legalities of discharging a firearm. So evaluate your situation. More importantly, apparently he got in through a unlocked door, so that's an issue. You gotta be kidding me. Again, I don't care where you live, whether it be the hood, whether you live in a nice neighborhood, lock your doors. I lock my doors. Now, there was a time I was living in Atlanta, in Buckhead, and I rarely locked my door. Rarely. A lot of people that know me and watch the channel and lived in Atlanta, they knew that I didn't. Did I feel secure? Absolutely. Because the people around me that, my neighbors and things of that nature, they were like-minded and always looked out for me, and I looked out for them. But rarely locked my door. If you came into that house at that time, you were definitely going to have a problem. And that was me when I, didn't have my family and things of that nature. I was living alone. Fast forward to, now Charlotte, North Carolina, Queen City. Yeah, I lock the doors. Even the door, to the garage. It doesn't matter if the garage is locked. I lock that door and I keep it locked. So, not locking your door is not an option, not in this day and age. Now, fast forward to the video clip with the lady who parked her car sideways on the highway and got out naked and started shooting. What do you do in that situation? Are you driving by? And if you're armed, are you shooting at that person? Clearly, there's some issues going on, whether it be drugs or mental illness. Me personally, I would try to avoid the situation. It's kind of hard because the whole highway is blocked off. I would be observant. But if that firearm had been pointed in my direction after she took a couple of other shots, I think I would be justified in returning fire. So, again, you have to really understand, the laws of your state and how they apply, and then apply them to the situation. And listen, it's not easy. Hats off to police officers, good police officers that have to make split decisions on a regular basis, because I'm telling you, it's not easy. So, take that with a grain of salt. I think this was a lighter video than my other episodes where nobody got killed, nobody got hurt, and it's pretty funny to see somebody naked committing crimes. I mean, I'm a sarcastic dude. I know you can't tell, but I think that's hilarious. I'd probably laugh if I came down and saw somebody naked in my house before I got upset. Hey, but with that said, listen, thanks for tuning in, checking out the video. If you're not subscribed, feel free to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like, share. I've got more coming. I'm a lot more motivated now to go ahead and push these videos out because, I've been getting a lot of feedback, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep doing it. Appreciate it.
Another one.